This is an experiment for the workshop on web-based tools for digital storytelling. I'm going to tell a story that I've been working on for about 6 months about our new puppy Nellie. Learning to speak dog. I had never really liked dogs, and up until a few years ago, the feeling was mutual. For many years, I identified proudly as a cat person. It was an integral part of my feminist male identity. Dogs are macho, stupid, selfish, impulse-driven, strong and brutal, insensitive, easily manipulated. As a proud cat person, I was smart, caring, independent, willful yet compassionate. He feeds me, he cares for me. He must be a god, says the dog. He feeds me, he cares for me. I must be a god, says the cat. Then a few years ago, I decided it was annoying and dangerous to have dogs always barking and growling at me, so I cooled it with the anti-dog energy. I calmed down the vibe, cooled myself out like a cool cat can, and dogs stopped barking at me. But I still didn't like dogs at all. Then something happened. My wife fell in love with her son's dog. I could feel it, I could see it, I had to accept it. A big, slobbery, blind pit bull, one of the ugliest dogs I've ever seen, but a sweet, good-natured, gentle soul. When she said she wanted to go to Florida for 2 weeks to train blind Max how to keep out of trouble, I knew instantly that it was the right thing to do. When she returned from Florida and spoke of how she walked twice a day with Max, how good it was for her to run and play every day, I began to see how a dog could bring good things into one's life. She talked of how easy it was to meet people, how she chatted with all sorts of people she would never have spoken to before because of the dog. There is no real community of cat owners, so I finally said, it would be okay with me if we got a dog. Of course, I'm not going to be an equal co-parent. It's your dog, and I'm just helping out a little. Then one of her friends said, "What about a cockapoo, a little dog? You can take them on an airplane. You can carry her around. They don't shed. They can be trained not to bark." Another friend said, "I know someone who raises cockapoos. She has a litter for sale right now." We reserved a pup from Charlotte's last litter. Then I met Nellie, the smallest, the runt. She sat on my lap during our first visit and fell asleep. My mother's name was Nell, and I'm in love.